Um, this is a supplemental, and it's the first time that I've mentioned anything clinical. But I'm going to have a go at explaining something that's clinical to you online, and just have a go. And the question that's been raised is the question of axis deviation. Now you will read. I will send you a diagram of axis. It's an online animation. And it's pretty damn impressive, really, and it'll tell you everything that you need to know. But just as a simple way of remembering axis, remember this: the impulse in a heart will start at the top right hand corner and will travel to the area of most muscle, which is the bottom left, the left ventricle, obviously. And if a lead is seeing an impulse coming towards it, like that, the lead 2, this will portray the impulse as a positive deviation. So, if the impulse starts up in the SA node and travels towards the left ventricle, the area of most muscle, lead 2, which looks at that area of the myocardium, will portray the impulse as a positive deflection. It will point upwards. Now, because lead 1 and AVF are close enough to lead 2, they will portray the impulse coming kind of towards it as positive also. So, where the axis is normal, you will get lead 1, an upright complex, lead AVF, an upright complex. If you look at the complexes in lead 1 and lead AVF, and they're both upright, you've got a normal axis. If on the other hand the axis has swung from that direction to that direction, it will still be up in lead 1, but it will be down in lead AVF. Why is that? Because if it's in that direction, AVF will be looking at a complex which is going away from itself, so it will be negative in AVF. If on the other hand the impulse is down in 1 but up in AVF, then what's happened is that instead of going in that direction, now the impulse has gone in that direction, and lead 1 is watching an impulse travelling away from it. In other words, both thumbs up in 1 and AVF, normal axis. Up in 1 and down in AVF, left axis deviation. Down in 1, up in AVF, right axis deviation. Now, this doesn't give you degrees of axis deviation, and I'm sure that a cardiologist would not be impressed by what I said just then. But this is the method that Malcolm S. Thaler suggests in the only EKG book you will ever need. It doesn't work in absolutely 100% of cases, but it works enough to impress the student nurses and the junior staff nurses. And it's one I've always felt I had a bit of cheek putting forward, but it's always worked for me, and I'm offering it to you. So, normal axis deviation to you all, and good night.